I've never been a huge fan of the Mega Man games, but I've always loved the character. I even grew up watching the cartoon from the 90s, which, by the way, I still think is the best Mega Man show that's been made. That being said, I have played a few of the Mega Man games, like Mega Man 8 on the original PlayStation,
Shut up!
and Mega Man X on the Super Nintendo. When Keiji Inafune left Capcom back in 2010, Capcom decided to seemingly cancel all Mega Man games that were in development, that being Mega Man Universe, Mega Man Legends 3, and one that was just called Maverick Hunter. Maverick Hunter was an FPS Mega Man X game in the same vein as the Metroid Prime games. Sadly, the game got cancelled only about 6 months into development, so there's not much to show, only about 3 minutes of footage in all. But what we do have actually looked really promising. In the game, you would obviously take the role as X. It's said the game would actually still play very similar to a normal Mega Man X game. X would still have all of his normal moves like dashing, wall jumps, charge shot, and even the ability to steal powers from others. Obviously, some things were changed though, the most obvious being it's in first person. There's new melee moves, and the overall new look of everything. The design of X was actually done by Adi Granov, who previously did concept art on the 2008 Iron Man movie as well as the Avengers. There was also plans of having 2 other characters alongside X, those being Zero and a new character, a Bruce Willis-like police officer. Not only that, but this game wasn't just planned to be a one-off. They planned to have it be a trilogy. They planned for X to be the main protagonist in the first 2 games, but for the third one, he was actually the antagonist, the actual villain, and Zero would be the one to stop him, because X had grown incredibly powerful over the last 2 games. I feel like this game had a ton of potential that Capcom just let go to waste. There was so much they could have done with it, but didn't. Especially now. With X's moveset, his dashing, wall jumps, the platforming aspect to the game, I feel like this could have made for an incredible movement shooter game. I know in the small bit of gameplay we have, it's pretty slow, but they could totally go back to it now and make it into a really movement-based game. Think of the new Doom games. Not to mention, making X the villain in the 3rd game, you build up this powerful character through 2 games only to have to fight him in the 3rd game? That sounds incredible, and honestly, I can't think of another game that's done anything else like that. I will say though, adding a new character, that Bruce Willis cop, while I understand it, I feel like maybe they should find a way to add Roll instead. Since the game itself was a reboot, I don't see why they couldn't just make Roll the cop. Either way, I feel like Capcom really missed out on a huge opportunity with this game. I feel like if they decide to start making Mega Man again, they need to look back on their old cancelled games, like this one, and give them a second chance because, as I said above, I believe this one has a ton of potential. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video on the cancelled FPS Mega Man game, then feel free to hit that like button if you want, subscribe if you feel like it, comment what your thoughts on an FPS Mega Man game are, and until next time, I will talk to you later. Bye!